All right. So let's get it out. Let's get it out. They can't see you, but they can hear you. You know, unless you want me to put it on there, but they can hear you real good, so you don't have to worry about that. So tell me some experience you
Okay.
encountered with this.
With in general, with poly
Yes.
in general, or just
Right. First, what you
my
saying about
chat.
yeah about the women that we was talking about? What you think the problem
Um,
is?
I mean, with my experience, it's been bad. It has not been a good experience yet. So I may be a little biased in my opinion because I haven't had a good experience to compare it to. But
Okay.
there's been a lot of women who like to play games. A lot of women who try to prove that they can change your mind about things. Like with me being a married woman, um, me and my husband, unlike a lot of other married couples, we actually talk. We actually communicate. We actually get our desires out there, our wants, our needs. When they change, we have another conversation. You know, and I think a lot of women are so used to being side chicks, you know, they glorify it now. You know, everybody wants to be a side chick, you know. And so when they hear that I'm married and you know, they're like, "Well, I don't want to get to know him. I just want to get to know you." And you know, I'm like, "Okay, well, you know, that's fine, but all I can offer you is friendship." And then they be like, "Oh, that's fine. That's great. That's what I'm looking for." And then as soon as we start private dialogue, it's like flirting, and it's like, oh, you know, we need to go on vacation, just the two of us, and we need to, you know, get a room, just the two of us. And it's like, wait a minute, I don't get hotel rooms with just my friends, just the two of us. You know,
Right.
we make it a group thing. It's like you
Right.
know, and it's starting to become like, I think the word, the phrase, or the term friends is getting stolen. It's turning into another, I don't even know. Me and my husband was talking about this morning, and we were like, you know, we grew up thinking friends means friends. You know, you treat
Right.
me like your sister or your brother, or you know what I'm saying, and we
Exactly.
don't do no kissing, no sex, we
Right.
don't
We
touch
we
each
just strictly
other that
friends.
way. If right, and it's like now people are using the word friends, but they are friends with benefits. They are
Right.
friends, but they are kissing and they're touching and they're having these flirtatious moments, and it's so uncomfortable.
Now
It's
this is the thing. You said they so used to being side chicks, right?
yeah,
Right. Now,
yeah, I
so
believe that.
so yeah, so that's the problem. They so and they don't know how to react to open love, saying, "Look,
Right.
ain't you don't have to be the side chick. You can be a family with us, and we can make this work. And ain't no
Yeah.
sneaking around, ain't no hiding. Because for what? You already know that I'm bi. This is what you like. So stop trying to
Yeah.
hide it or act like you were saying before how some women would sit there, oh, let's just be friends, but then they steady constantly hitting on you, which they know
Yeah.
how it really is, right? And that's the problem. But in the same breath, it's like the whole generation is like kind of messed up now, and everybody trying to use
It
somebody
is.
instead of trying to. If you be a person friend, you can get more out of them than being a friend than you can trying to use them,
Exactly.
and that's what everybody don't understand right now. That's the biggest problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, and instead of just
Yeah.
being out and
I
open,
agree.
right? Instead of being out and open and saying, "Hey, look, this is what it is," and you on roll with us, then it's not just about you being my friend, you being our friend. We are one, and that's where everybody, like you said, forgetting. And so many women,
Yeah.
it's hard for a lot of people because they struggle and go through different things, right? So they so used to,
Right.
like you said, becoming the side chick instead of saying, look, just like, for example, real quick, I don't want to get too much off the subject, but you can have two women fighting over the same guy, right? He got a baby by both of them.
Right.
Now, instead of them, they fighting each other, arguing and getting into it, doing all this clowning. Instead of them saying, well, look,
Hmm.
I'm not going to leave him alone. You're not going to leave him alone. Let's come together and let's try to figure this
Yeah.
out. Because he ain't going to stop. I'm not going to leave him. You ain't going to leave him. So let's just work together. They don't know how to do that. They so used to being toxic. Instead of saying, hell, you got a
Exactly.
baby, I got a baby. Shit, he trying to help over here. He trying to take up bills at home. Fuck it, we might as well just be together. You sleeping with him, I'm sleeping with him anyway. So we might as well just work the shit out.
Yeah, and I think a lot of single women also, they don't realize that with a married couple, even if they don't date together, they're still a package deal.
Right.
They're just like having kids.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I am not available solely by myself. Like, even if you're not involved with my husband romantically, you still have to be involved with him in some way, shape, or form, because he's a part of me.
Right.
Whether it be coming to the house and you saying, hey, you coming, we going out on a date and you come to pick me up, and you're just in the living room saying hey and having a casual conversation with him while I'm finished getting ready. That's still a part of being involved with him. So you can never be like, well, I don't want to get to know him. I don't want anything to do with him. I just want to be friends with you. That's not going to work for me.
Right.
Like, that's just not. And it may work for some other married couples. I'm not speaking for all married couples, just for myself. But that's not going to work for me, because we are a unit. And these women that have been approaching me with this friend stuff, I feel like they have ulterior motives, and I don't know what they are. And that's why I put on my post. I was like, I'm not looking for the side piece. That's not what I'm looking for. What I'm saying? I mean, I've been with women. I've had my fun. Me and my husband have had orgies. We have traded partners. We have done the whole swinging stuff. I mean, we've had some fun.
Right.
And that's not what we're looking for. We're looking to build a family unit. We're looking to have generational wealth, and we're looking to have strong mental health across the board, emotional support across the board. All of our kids are going to college. Nobody has to worry about how we're going to pay for college. It's 3, 4, 5 adults, and we're bringing in income. We got businesses. We're generating, land and stuff to leave our kids. That's what we want. It's so much deeper than just sex. And what I'm saying? And I feel like a lot of people lose sight of that in this lifestyle. A lot of people lose sight of the bigger picture.
Yeah, but like you said, it's about they so used to being a side chick, and a lot of people is toxic. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's raised different, right? And you look at some people, right, just like a lot of people is in survival mode. So what's the difference? It's the difference when you live in life and you in survival mode. So when you in survival mode, all you can do is what? Every little thing you can get, you trying to take it. You know what I'm saying? If you can get an extra bottle of water, if you go left, you're going to get an extra bottle of water. Instead of when you live in life, you ain't worried about no damn water. You know what I'm saying? It's plenty of it. You don't got to fight about it. You ain't trying to steal it. You don't got to be sneaky about getting the water, because there's plenty of the water. So it's the same thing. So a lot of women get caught up in, they struggle. And a lot of, I can say it's the guy's fault. It's our fault. And it's not the men, it's the boys. And that's the difference. Right. A lot of people don't know the difference between a man and a boy. So a lot of stuff I can say is our fault, because some men dog out women. They abuse them mentally, physically, and then they change their dynamics. And after they've been through so many different relationships, they don't know what love is. They don't know how to work with somebody, because they not arguing, they not fighting. You know what I'm saying? It's a big difference. They don't know how to be happy, instead of saying, hey, look, you come over here and you pay this amount every month, and that's it. And they be like, huh? You got some people live with you, and then every time they get their paycheck, I need an extra $50 for this. Or I need this and that. And then you come to somebody else, and it's like, wait a minute, they don't ask me for no more money? Shit, I don't know what this feels like. I got extra money in my pocket to do something with. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people not used to that. They so used to being used and dogged out so much. Just like you got some people, you look at people, you have people, kids come over to your house, and you can tell they eating up whatever you gave them so quickly, because they worry about somebody else taking it.
Yeah.
But then the ones that know that we used to this ain't nothing. We always have pizza and candy and whatnot. We can take our time and eat it. We don't got to be in no rush. So it's a different mindset, and that's the problem all across the board. And like you say, and then some of these guys not raised right. So a lot of people, like you said, they think it's about sex, and it's more to it than that. But once again, you got some good people, you got bad people that always messed up stuff. So you got some people that have been damaged because they've been through this couple and this couple, they didn't use them and use they like, well, damn, what I was supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? And you talking about with leaving stuff to your kids and be wealth, people don't realize if you have 3 incomes coming in, 4 incomes coming in one house, and say, look, you pay this, we pay this, we pay this, and then the leftovers, we don't do this with this. How much more people can generate on their own home, owning cars, like you say, land, investment. It's a whole big level that we can do if we work together instead of tearing each other down, or like you say, being jealous, or like in a relationship like that. It's no competition. We a team. We a team.
Right.
We don't do this together.
Yeah, and it's so crazy. And my husband, he even told me about an experience he had with this lady. And she was all for getting to know him and talking to him. And then he has in his profiles as well that he's married, and all of this stuff. And as soon as he was like, well, yeah, we can exchange numbers. I'm sure my wife will probably want to speak to you at some point. And then she's just like, well, why do your wife have to know about me? And he's just like, why wouldn't she know about you?
Right.
But it was like she was totally fine with being a side chick of his. But when it came to getting to know me and me meeting her, it was like, oh no, I'd rather be in the shadows. And it's like, why is that? Like, why is that the norm now? Like, why is that okay? But being poly is not. Opening, like, we've gotten so much heat for opening our marriage. We got so many, like, well, why would y'all do that? Y'all must not be happy if y'all want other people and all of this. And it's just like, no, it's because we're happy that we want other people. It's
Right.
because we're comfortable that we can say to each other, we're attracted to other women and we want to share our love with another woman, or whoever we decide to get involved. Weak and broken relationships can't do this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what a lot of people don't understand. When you're weak and you're broken, your relationship would not handle a polyamorous lifestyle. you know um and it's just crazy. I just don't understand why people are so used to that now. They're so used to being in the shadows and being in these toxic relationships. And how do we get people out of that mindset? Like, how do we get people out of that toxic environment that they are creating for themselves and other people around them? Like, that is the question. Like, how do we move past
now you know
that?
what, that's a real that's a real deep question. We'll have to have some more shows about this. But one thing is start what you saying now about the generation, right? So everything that you're doing now for your kids, where they can grow up in a house where they feel love, right? Um, they be
Yeah.
successful in life, right? Have a good job. College is not for everybody, so some people pick up a trade school, or some people just land a good job somewhere doing something. So it's about the foundation that start first, and everybody don't realize. Like I always say, well, we are the men, we are the foundation. The women, y'all start getting built. Y'all the frame, because the frame can't stand without
Yeah.
the foundation, right? And then so much with the
Right.
sister wife, then she's the installation. She's the electric, you know what I'm saying? She's everything that goes with it, and it all continue. Because without one, you can't have the other.
Yeah.
If the frame ain't steady, then the foundation don't, it work hand in hand. And everybody don't realize that. But how we can get people out of being toxic, now that's a hard thing, because it's the generation. It's the mindset. You got so many women that's been abused mentally. You got some guys that have been abused mentally, physically. So it starts with the generation, number one. And even we don't do nothing but show one or two people, then we help in the cause. So anytime we can kick
Yeah.
knowledge to somebody about the situation, then we help in the cause. So we gotta remember that and feel that way. Even when we only help 3 or 4 people out of a million, that still won't make a difference at the end. So we have to
Yeah.
start working together, networking together. Just like everybody now is selling different things. So if I know, hell, you sell paintings and I sell t-shirts, and my old lady, she sell, whatever she sell. She make
Yeah.
dinners. She we talking about opening up a restaurant. There's a lot of stuff with it. But if we all work together and network, we can keep building and look out for each other. And that's the problem. Everybody don't want to
Right.
network. Everybody too busy being jealousy, or, oh, well, they got this. You can have the same damn thing. I'm going to show you how to get it. I'm going to show you. It's hard
Yeah.
work, though.
Yeah.
So, sister,
Yeah.
the only way we can get out of this, like you said, we keep doing what we're doing, keep networking, keep talking to each other, keep showing our kids the right way. People that we come in contact with, if they are toxic, we have to, pull them to the side. Hey, look, you don't got to be like this. But it's so hard because
Yeah.
they've been that way for so long. It's hard for them to adjust to a safe environment. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, just like you let people move with you, and some people, Hell, you can't get them to wash the dishes. They don't want to pay no bills. They don't want to do nothing right because they so used to being that way.
Right.
But then you take a person
Yeah.
that's trying, shit, you come home every day, they didn't wash the dishes, they didn't try to cook, even though they can't cook. It's just what you appreciate and say, well, damn, this is okay. Because where you was at before, guess what? There wasn't no food in the house. So this is why,
Hello.
you know what I'm saying? Hey, every time you got a piece of money, somebody was trying to take it from you. You know, you don't have to worry about catching the bus no more because guess what? We got a vehicle that you can use. See, it's a difference, and everybody ain't trying to help everybody, and that's the problem. So we gotta get our people out of surviving mode and to living mode. And once we do that,
Yeah.
then it'll be a better place in life that we can all kick it and network and make money. And I mean, we doing it now. You got a lot of the celebrities, they networking, they working together now. We got more black-owned businesses now, which is a good thing. Yeah. Especially on the networks. You know, Puff Daddy got a network. 50 Cent doing his network. You got so many black people now doing networking. It's good. But then for us, the not the millionaires yet, we got to build and keep networking and keep bringing each other up. And that's the thing. We gotta keep doing it. Like, what's the point of being jealous of somebody? You know,
right?
They can have, and that's the problem. A lot of people don't understand that because they never had anything. So when they look at you and, hey, you got your hair done, you got your nice truck, and da-da-da, they're like, damn, you don't got to hate. She'll tell you how to get it. You got to put a little work into it. You got to save to get that truck. And everybody, that's the main thing. They don't realize everything we have to work for it. And it take time. You know what I'm saying? Little by little, hell, you take $100 every 2 weeks and you put it up, in a year, you won't have so much money. So... yeah. You know, but we, like you say, the toxic thing, it doesn't make sense. And then, like you say, a lot of women so used to being side chicks, they don't understand you don't have to be the side chick. You don't have to sneak around. If this is what you like and you want this man, this will come with it. Yeah. We can make it work, sister. We can all be in one. Because ain't no point, like you say, when a man is stressed out and he paying bills at home and he paying bills over her house and he trying to take care of her kids and then he kind of trying, that's too much stretching out. Let's put that money together. And we live good, and it help out.
And honestly, that's why we made the decision not to date separately. That was a decision that we both made together. We both weighed the pros and cons of it. A lot of couples tell us that we're wrong for not dating separately, that we are expecting too much of our wife, you know, that's coming in to love both of us. But I don't feel like we are, because I feel like the woman that we find that is a great fit for us, it's going to be easy for her to love both of us. It's not going to be work for her. It's going to be easy because that's going to be our match and our piece that we're missing.
Right.
So it's going to flow naturally. And I said, I don't want our resources going all over the place and there's no connection holding them together. I mean, that's draining. Yeah. Trying to live, that's a double life. That's a triple life.
Right.
You have all of these partners outside of your relationships and they're not connected. They don't know each other. They don't want to be around each other. They don't want to raise their kids together. You know, how is that? That's going to drain anybody mentally and emotionally and physically. Like, how, I don't understand how that can seriously work on a building aspect. I can see how it can work on a sexual one, but not a emotional building one. You know, and that's something that me and my husband both, we don't want. We don't want our resources going all over the place. We want our resources to stay within our family unit and to be able to, you know, connect and thrive on a level that we can help people outside of our family unit, but it's going to start within our family unit.
Right.
And it's going to generate outward, you know, rather than just being thrown every which way. And it's just, but a lot of people don't understand that. They don't take the time. Like I said, I think there's a lot of people that join this love style only for the sexual encounters. They feel like it's a license to cheat. It's you know, like, oh, well, you know, I could claim poly and she can't get mad if I'm with this woman, or if I'm with this man. And,
right.
You know, I could just say I'm poly and I can sleep around and I can do this and do that. And it's like, you know, when they really find people who generally know about the love style, who can educate them, who can show them the correct way to practice it, to, you know, it's like, that's when the problems start, because they don't want to know. They don't want to practice it that way. They want to be able to sleep around and claim this and claim that. I had a girl that I was talking to, and she got mad at me because I told her that I feel like she's not poly, she's a hoe. She got mad.
Okay.
But I
Now,
mean,
why did you tell her
the
she was
way
a hoe? Why did you say that to her, sister? Why you telling her that? What was she doing?
I, well, I told her because she said that for one, she said she liked to mess with married men because she gets what she wants out of them, and she don't have to be with them all the time because they got to go back home to their wife.
Okay.
And she tells them up front that she's poly. That way, she can mess with multiple married men, and they don't get mad at her. And I said, well, and I told her, I said, well, you're not poly, you're a hoe.
Right.
I mean, if your sole purpose is to mess with men just so you can get what you want out of them,
Uh-huh.
you can get your bags and your hair done and your nails done, and you don't have to deal with them because they're married and they have to go home.
Right.
You're a hoe.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not. I mean, and like I told her, I said, sweetie, don't get me wrong. I'm not knocking you for it because you're grown. You can do what you want to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you have a duty when you get a certain age. You have a duty to live in your truth. You have a duty to be honest with yourself, to be honest with the people around you. I feel like when you're above the age of 30, maybe 35, it's time to stop the games and just be real with yourself. And if you're a hoe, be that. Own it. But don't claim something else
Right.
in a place and tarnish something beautiful
Yeah.
in a place of your BS. That's what I'm not going to tolerate it. I'm not going to sit here and listen to it and not call it what it is.
Right.
I mean, I'm not judging you for it. I got a lot of friends that's hoes, and they know they hoes.
Right.
But they don't claim a poly lifestyle to be a hoe, and she got mad at me for it. She didn't want to be friends with me no more, but that's okay. Like, it's the truth hurt.
Right. Right.
It's the truth.
And like you said, that's another thing that they don't understand. She don't have to be that way. You know what I'm saying? But she's so used to being that way and figure, well, this is the only way. Once again, go back to what we was talking about, surviving mode. Mm-hmm. She's so used to being survival mode. Well, I got to get what I can where I can get it because it may not be there later. Instead of saying, you know what, well, let me really do my research on this and try this because it'll work out the same way. You know what I'm saying? Right. But surviving mode.
Yeah. And if she was truly living a poly lifestyle, she could have multiple boyfriends that are willing to love her and take care of her.
Right.
And give her the same attention and the same things that she have now, she could have on a more respectable level. And it's not just some guy coming by and sleeping with you and throwing money on the table and leaving and going home to his wife.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You would be treated more than that. But you're so caught in this toxic world that you feel like you're playing them when in reality you're playing yourself.
Right. Right.
Because you're knocking yourself out of so much more that you can have in life just for that bag, just for that hairstyle, just for those nails.
Yeah.
Like, that's what you're trading yourself for. And it's I mean, I don't know, but that's enough for her.
And this is the thing.
Enough for her.
Right, and this is the thing. What she don't realize is eventually she don't get old. And then what she don't do? Yeah. She don't get old and our body don't change and hey, that plump butt don't get a little saggy and then what she don't do? You know what I'm saying? You can't rely on that. And that's where and then the main thing is this. Young women's getting killed left and right, number one. And you can't play with everybody. And some of these guys flipping out. I don't know if you ever watched the first 48 hours, whatnot. A lot of people's getting killed over something that can be resolved. You don't have to be wild and be doing certain things. Like you say, she instead of her being holy, she can be loved. And it wouldn't be no problem. And she can still get the same. Everybody would be happy. She'd get loved, affection, and get took care of. And don't have to worry about sleeping around. Then the main thing is too much stuff out here. There's some stuff out here that you can't get rid of. So, sleeping around, that's the main thing people don't realize. If you want to be a triad couple, you want to be a poly, you know what's going on, who you sleeping with. Everybody clean, everybody safe. And we all love each other. We don't have each other back. But like I say, she's so used to being surviving mode, she don't know how to do that. I'm going to sleep with this man, I'm going to sleep with this man, get this, get that. But eventually it's going to change. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then what she going to do when she get old? I mean, we got some old hoes out here too now, but...
we do.
Yeah, we got them.
You better speak on it.
Yeah.
We do.
You be like, wow, you damn, grandma, you 50, you still getting it in.
That is so true.
Yeah.
That is so true.
But we gotta we gotta work together though, sister. Seriously, everybody need to really think about what they showing people, what they teaching them. Like it's affecting the whole generation so much, and we gotta get people out of surviving mode. And I think once we really get our people out of surviving mode into living mode, then everything will be wonderful. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing gonna be perfect, but it'd be a better place. Just like I was in Vegas like a while ago, and I seen so many of our people there. Ain't never been there. You know, you can tell they loud and they taking 1,001 pictures and they twerking on this, and they gotta make sure everybody see them like, calm down, sister, it's okay. We see you. You know, you got on some damn green pants. We see your colorful ass. We see you, like, chill. Yeah, you know, we glad you having a good time. You don't gotta be ghetto and loud. You don't gotta do all that. You know, don't make us look so bad. You know, just have fun. Take some pictures, have fun, and you know. So we got to get out of surviving mode, and that's the main problem right there. And we can get out of surviving mode, then we can make a better place for everybody, and everybody can be more happier. You know what I'm saying? But that's why people do what they do. They in surviving mode. Like I say, instead of you telling her you don't got to be no side chick. You come into this family, we get to know you, we take our time, and we can all be happy. We work together as one. And guess what? Instead of you paying $1,000 for rent, hell, you just give us $300. So now that's $700. You got to save and do what you want to do. And all the bills getting took care of, and there's no excuse why you can't have. You want that new Benz truck? Go in and get it. Guess what? Because now you ain't paying $1,000 a month for a lease. You're not paying another $200 for electricity, and you don't got to worry about your son. You trying to juggle and trying to help him. Like, hey, it's two households. It's two wives in the household. We got you.
Right. We got you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's what we promote. You know what I'm saying? But it's like I said, it's so hard to get people out of that toxic mentality and to get them on the right mindset of what we're trying to do as a love style, as a community.
Right.
You know, it's so hard to get them to understand the benefits and all of that of just, being involved. And like I said, me and my husband, we have conversations. And, at first, when we first started this, we were so adamant about, oh, we're not going to date separately. We're not having separate we had all these rules. And we found that the rules don't work. First of all, they don't work. They just create problems.
Okay.
We found that out firsthand, and putting all these limitations on each other made it very hard for us to make authentic connections, and we found that out. And so now we're actually at a place where he's free to go into a woman's DMs or, whatever. And he's free to tell me about it later. He doesn't have to ask for my permission as he does it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But the one thing that we both, we're so like die hard, we're not changing, is the fact that our partners have to know each other. They have to know each other. They have to know us. Even if I'm not with her and she's just with him, if I have a cookout, you're coming to the cookout.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Even if you're just with, like, you're going to be at the cookout. Your kids are going to be at the playground and at the birthday party. That's something that we're not going to bend on at all. We cannot be with people who do not agree with that. We cannot be with people who want to be separated from the unit. We can't do that parallel poly. I think that's what it's called, parallel poly.
Yeah.
That's something that we don't want at all. Like, even if we're not involved, we still want them involved with the unit, with the family unit. You're coming to the holidays. You're at the Thanksgiving table. Even if you're there romantically for him, you're still there at the Thanksgiving table. You're still in the kitchen with me, helping me cook this damn meal for everybody. Because I'm not cooking just for you. I'm not cooking all this shit for by myself.
Right.
Like, you're going to be in there with me, helping me cook the meal. You know what I'm saying? So that's like what we want, and that's what we're aiming toward. And I just, I promote love, I promote understanding, but most of all, I promote truth and I promote honesty. I can't be no other way. I'm a very honest person. I'm a very outspoken person. And when I see bullshit, I call bullshit. Some people like it, some people don't. But, that's the only way I know how to be.
Well,
I'm trying to tone it down, trying to be tactful.
No, it just, you know what? A lot of people not used to somebody being truthful with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's the problem. Like, sometimes you see women and even guys, and they go out, and you got that one girl in the bunch. Look, a hot mess. She need a girdle on. her stomach look like she pregnant, she not, and they hyping her up, girl, you look good. Instead of telling her, look, you need to take that off. Like, no, you need, girl, go get you a girdle or something and put that on. And instead of that dress, a medium, your ass wear extra large, you put that on and change, and you don't look more presentable. But that's the problem. They don't want to tell the truth. They want to have, oh, girl, you look good. Now, you the only one out the group look like you pregnant and you not. Like, come on now. I don't do people like that. That's the problem. That's the problem right there. Yeah. Yeah.
We need more honesty.
Yeah, that's it. And if people be more honest about stuff, and what I had to learn, and I'm working on now, it's the way we say things. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a very blunt person, but I had to learn, you know what? I got to watch what I say. I can say in a better manner. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey,
and you looking back on it, I feel like maybe I shouldn't have told the girl she was a hoe. Maybe I shouldn't have said it that way. Yeah. Maybe I should have reworded it.
Yeah, and like, hey, right, it just came out that way. Yeah. Instead of saying, hey, you getting used up and you don't have to be. If you want love, you can get love here, and this is how this works. Instead of you sleeping around, you can catch something that happened to you. Like, no, you can't. You just, you don't need to be that life, right? And that's what we all got to learn. Like, so I'm working on myself now with that, telling people, think about and change the word instead of just being so blunt. Even if we do be blunt, we can change the word where it's not so harmful to that person. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes we so blunt, we don't realize, like you said, you just being a hoe. And they're like, at that time, they may be tough and like, whatever, I ain't no hoe. But then later, they think about the shit with them. I'm really a hoe. You know what I'm saying? So we have to all work on how we talk to people. You know what I'm saying? And hell, my old lady get on me now, like, don't be saying this. You can't say this. You can't say that. I'm like, why? I'm just being me. You know what I'm saying? But then when she breaks stuff down, like, look, you being too harsh on a person. You got to watch how you say things to people because you hurt people's feelings and you can tear them down. And that's something that we got to promote, healing each other and helping each other. And that's part of the thing right there. Right. So like I said, once we can get out of surviving mode and different things like that, it'll be a better place out here. Yeah. A better place.
Agreed.
Yeah. Thank you so much, sister, for having this conversation with me. And we don't have to.
You are most certainly welcome.
We don't have to. We don't have to chop it up more about it and talk about this. And give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Outlaw here. We was talking about the poly situation, the poly lifestyle. So when y'all get a chance, check it out. Leave comments, leave likes, and let me know what you think. And Outlaw, y'all.